My name is Tanya, and I help people just like you transform their diets and lifestyles to be plant-based. I'm stoked to be here with you today, and we are going to be talking about what fruit you're growing in your life right now. And this is part of this week's theme, where we're talking about the lessons that plants and Mother Earth can provide us, okay? So when you think about fruit, really quick, we're going to go into the horticulture, and then we're going to go into your life and how it connects, okay? So when you're talking about a fruit and a plant, what is a fruit? Well, there's tomatoes, there's peppers, there's zucchini squash, there's also things like cherries and apricots and peaches, things like that that we more commonly call fruit. But from a horticultural view, a fruit is a suitcase for seeds. So basically it's how a plant reproduces itself. It has seeds inside of it, it's a fruit. That's it in a nutshell, my friends. So with that said, fruit can be used as this metaphor for the fruits of your labor, or what you're actually bringing forward into your life or into the world, as it may be. And so today I want to kind of question you right now. Like, what are you growing right now? I'm asking you, what are you growing in your life? And as a plant-based individual, or somebody interested in going towards a more plant-based lifestyle, maybe you're working on just eating your greens, right? Awesome, congratulations, that's a huge step. But with that said, as somebody who's into that, or learning about nature and our planet, which is such a sacred source of knowledge, what do you grow in your life? What are you growing that is fruits? What are you growing that is going to come back and bear reward for the planet? And every single one of us is growing something. Are you growing asinine behavior? Are you growing a sappy, soppy mood of depression? What are you growing? You have to take ownership over what your life is. And if you're just growing bad stuff, if you're growing weeds, so to speak, then question, what could you grow? Because every single one of us, you who's watching this, you who's hearing this right now, you're a divine, powerful being, and you have the opportunity to grow something magnificent with your life. You also have the opportunity to grow complete crap with your life, okay? And that is literally in your hand. You are the God of your own reality. So with that said, friends, that's what this video is about. What are you growing? And there's a quote from the Native Americans I thought would help us kind of get centered and grounded into this topic today. It says, "He plants trees to benefit another generation." And I plant trees. I plant fruit trees. I plant oak trees, maple trees in my community here in the Midwest. But what do you plant metaphorically that is a tree in your life? What are you going to plant that's going to continue to grow for not only you and your life right now and in the next year, the next 6 months, the next few weeks or whatever, but what are you growing that's a long-term reward? What are you growing that's going to benefit people outside of yourself? What are you growing that's going to be a legacy when you're dead and gone? Let's rewind that. What are you growing that's going to be your legacy when you're dead and gone? Because that, my friend, is what your fruit is. Your fruit is something that you're going to leave with others so that they can grow and they can live and thrive and sustain themselves, okay? Not only you, which yes, we should all be concerned about ourselves and our own wellness. Absolutely, 100%. But with that said, the world's a lot bigger than just us, right? So that's my question to you today. And I hope that, by kind of thinking about this, you're starting to think a little bit more about what are you doing to contribute to the world? Because as you may have noticed, the world has undergone a lot of challenges lately, and some people might just say it sucks. I believe word is bond, so I'm saying the world is evolving. And with that said, we could use, or we would benefit from more individuals such as yourself who's giving this attention right now, this whole message, from claiming their own power. So if you were to claim your power even more and realize where in life can you grow even further, and where in life can you produce something that can actually bear fruit, then you, my friend, are winning, because you are literally part of the solution. Once you start to think in those terms, you are no longer part of the problem, you are part of the solution to solving this collective chaos, this mess, this environmental havoc, this political havoc. You're literally solving these issues when you look within and say, what am I as just one human? What am I as just one soul? What am I doing? And when you start thinking in those terms, you have infinite power, because you're tapping into an ancient force of a collective, and you're making your drop. You're just like this lake behind me. You're making your impact. You're making your wave. You're making your drop, and you're part of a larger unit. Any drop in this lake is nothing by itself, other than part of a collective, is it not? But with that said, you have the opportunity to influence that collective through your individual actions. And don't think for a second that just your individual actions is nothing, because what is this entire lake behind us but a collective of individuals? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Tell me if I'm wrong, because I don't believe that that's wrong. I believe that's wholeheartedly 100% truth. And I just realized I have my crazy hair going, and that's okay, because I'm in a sorry, not sorry mood today, okay? But with that said, my point, friends, is that you want to make sure that you are literally being aware of what it is that you're producing in your life. You want to be aware of what you're putting your fertilizer on, okay? Check out this week's videos. It's all about metaphor from the earth, because Pachamama, this planet, is sacred, and this planet is full of knowledge, full of sacred ancient knowledge, just in the way that it functions, just in the systems of it all, right? And today's message is about fruit. So what fruit are you growing? What seeds are you planting that are going to grow up to be a tree or a bush that produces fruit or a plant that produces fruit? Literally ask yourself, what am I growing today? And let me tell you right here, just so it's clear, that a plant-based diet, by growing a plant-based diet, and this is actually what an upcoming video is going to be about, but by growing a plant-based diet, you are growing an incredible amount of metaphorical fruits by eating literal fruits. By eating those literal fruits, you're literally growing so much peace, so much wellness. You're healing the planet. You're healing the planet. You're not just healing the physical earth structure that is our planet. You're healing the people on it. You're healing the souls on it. You're saying, no, I don't agree with conventional farming. I don't agree with farming animals. I'm sorry, not sorry. I don't agree with torturing animals. I don't believe in raping animals. I don't believe in that. I'm not going to ingest milk, because that's what milk is, kids. Sorry to break it to you. Cow's milk is a product of rape, okay? Yogurt, rape culture. You heard it here first. Yogurt is rape culture. Get it? Because it's cultured and it's rape juice. Literally, cows were not, sorry I didn't put a trigger warning out there, by the way, for anybody who's sensitive to that. Again, I'm in a sorry, not sorry mood, but I am sorry for those of you who that might have triggered. Point being, you got to consider that how a cow is producing milk, it's not natural in this system. The stuff you're pouring on Cheerios, if you're just now transitioning to veganism and you haven't quite gotten to that point where you're on the almond milk, the soy milk, the coconut milk, keep it coming, cashew milk, oat milk. If you're not on any of that yet and you're still on cow milk, what you're drinking is the product of trigger rape, because that bull was electrocuted to get their semen, and that was artificially inseminated into a female cow. And that's how she became impregnated, and that's why she's producing milk. And then shortly after that female cow gave birth to the baby calf, they were separated and both of them cried. That's what you're drinking. You're drinking that energy. If you're drinking cow milk, that's what you're drinking. So, I'm not trying to come across as being aggressive or make anybody feel uncomfortable, because I realize we're all raised with our own belief system. We're all raised with a lot of different factors around us that are not in our control as children. And with that said, you grow up to be an adult who is the product of your childhood. That is until a certain point when you start to realize that as an adult you have choice, you have sovereignty, you have options, you have the ability to grow even further. You have the ability, wait for it, to grow your own fruit. You have the ability to produce the world that you wish to see. And that's what Mahatma Gandhi spoke about. He said, be the change you wish to see in the world. And that, my friends, is true. And today I'm encouraging you to grow your own fruit. And that's my vegan message to you for this day. This is the plant-based message that was just deep in my soul to talk about with you today. I'm so thankful for everybody who's tuned in. Thank you so much for being here and all the support that you've been giving this channel. Thank you for liking this video, subscribing, putting a comment down below, letting us know your thoughts. I know I got really kind of hardcore into the point today, but again, I want to thank you so much for being here with me and hearing this message and the fact that you are a powerful being who can grow something in your life. So with that said, I hope you go eat a fruit salad, something delicious with all the rewards of your labors. And whether you're just a little caterpillar, just starting off, where are the leaves at? Or you're a full-fledged butterfly sipping the nectar of a plant-based diet, you, my friend, are awesome. Have a blessed day.